Hello guys, welcome to our channel. In this video, I will explain to you the 4 great swords which Asta used. Before anything else, if you are not yet subscribed to our channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be updated on our latest video. But before that, let me explain first about Asta. Asta is a cheerful and hyperactive boy who tends to shout a lot to express his thoughts and expresses his goals without care in the world for other people's opinion. As seen when he expresses his goal of becoming a wizard king during the Magic Knight's entrance exam. Asta uses unique energy to nullify magic or anti-magic. Asta is able to summon swords infused with anti-magic from his grimoire. He uses these swords for various offenses that can nullify magic. The sword that can cut through magic but are reduced to blunt weapons when used to strike anything else. Number 1 great sword of Asta is Demon Slayer Sword. This sword is summoned out of an open grimoire, inside which is stored in the form of writing. The user easily summon the sword at will without consuming any magical power. Asta's first sword can be enlarged by extending anti-magic from the edges of the blade, while the flat side of the sword can be used to deflect spells. The sword can remove mental enchantment by tapping the person's head with a cross guard. Anti-magic can be extended from the edges of the sword or the blade and condensed into a larger blade, thus expanding the width and the length of the sword. This property is the basis of the Black Divider. This increased size allows for wider defenses and longer range attack. After 6 months of training in the Heart Kingdom, Asta has gained the ability to remotely control the anti-magic within the sword, allowing him to summon the sword back to himself by holding his hand open and calling its name, as well as ride it through the air. By manipulating the anti-magic within the sword, the user can make the sword hover and fly through the air. The user could also jump on and ride the sword, or control the sword remotely and attack from a distance. Next sword is Demon Dweller Sword. It's an Asian anti-magic weapon which Asta finds the sword in a hidden room within a dungeon treasury. The sword has black markings on the blade and is mostly covered in dirt. The sword also has a heavily ornate hilt with a 4-sided guard, a grip with a spiral design, and a spear for the pommel. The sword is capable of cutting magic with its edges and absorbing other people's magical power. However, when it is used to cut anything else, it is reduced to a blunt sword that uses blunt trauma to inflict damage on the opponent. Asta's second sword can release projected slashes of anti-magic, allowing him to cut through spells from distance. It can also borrow the magic from the people around him, allowing him to release slashes that possess the properties of other magic attributes. Besides Lich, only Asta can wield these swords because he possesses no mana, as other mages would not be able to use any magic while in contact with a sword and would have their mana reserves depleted. Another ability the sword possesses is connecting the wielder to their allies. With this ability, the wielder could draw magic power from their allies over a large distance, or could transmit magic information to their ally. Demon Destroyer Sword is an Asian anti-magic weapon. The sword is found within the central room of the Gravity Rock Zone's floating dungeon. The sword is summoned out of an open grimoire, inside which is stored in the form of writing. The user can easily summon the sword at will without consuming any magical power. Unlike the Demon Slayer and Demon Dweller sword, this sword has a unique blade end with an edge that appears to have a clover symbol at the top. When first seen, it is mostly covered in dirt until Lich picks it up and the dirt falls off to reveal a shiny blade. After it is absorbed into Asta's grimoire, it returns to its dirt-encrusted form. Asta's third sword possesses an ability known as Causality Break, which allows it to generate anti-magic tendrils that can absorb and remove the after effects of spell. It can even negate reincarnation magic. The last sword is a Demon Slasher Katana. Originally, Yami Tsukuhiro's Katana. The sword is transformed by an anti-magic and Asta's devil arm when Yami passes the sword to Asta. The katana is summoned out of an open grimoire, inside which is stored in the form of writing. The user can easily summon the katana at will without consuming any magical power. Like the other anti-magic weapons, the katana is capable of cutting through magic and spells with its edges. It is also capable of releasing flying slashes of anti-magic. During their fight with Dante Socrates, Yami Tsukuhiro lends Asta his katana. Asta's devil arm cuts the sword in anti-magic, enabling it to deal heavy damage to Dante and to knock him out unconscious. Afterward, the sword enters and is stored in his grimoire. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please don't be shy to click the like and subscribe button. If not, I'm still happy that you watched this video.